Hey everybody, here we are again. Third day of our little weight loss journey, a little workout challenge for a couple other fatties who won't be named right now. Let's start as we always do with putting our mobile device on the stream, and we'll do a quick weigh-in. Here we go. Don't want the headphones on. Things. I was holding the phone. There we go. That's more accurate. Okay, so we got 223.8. And yeah, I wonder, phone probably don't weigh a pound, but I wonder if that adds to the weight any. But we'll figure all that out and figure out a way to get it on there. I've got my charger today. Hi, Gray Alien. Hey, Blue. We're gonna definitely do an hour and a half. So let's get some shoes on first. Got a charger. I got an extension cord. I got a little cube to plug in the extension cord to go to the charging cord. We've got everything we need to keep our phone active for a full hour and a half. Because apparently running StreamYards is fairly, we can get rid of, take my iPhone out for a minute. Apparently running StreamYard is fairly power intensive for an iPhone. Who knew, right? Get these shoes on. We're going to get a sweatshirt on because a new one, that doggone Kansas City hoodie is getting really rank. So unlike Von Helton, I will actually use a different shirt to sweat in today. But we want something heavy. It's going to make us sweat. That's the name of the game, folks. Sweat, sweat, sweat. And if you're wondering about these undershirts, this is the stuff I wear under my work shirt. So you see me in them all the time. I got gray ones and black ones. That's the only two my company policy will allow me to use. Okay, I think we're all ready. Make sure we've got everything. Got our mobile device, got our phone. We need to transfer to the phone and take me out over here. So once I transfer, it'll be a few seconds. We'll probably lose some connection walking over, but I'll try to talk to you as we go. And here we go. All right, heading out the door. And it's still really cold out here. 20 degrees-ish. Oh, switch the phone around. Sorry about that. We want our front camera. There we go. Hey, everybody. It's really cold out here. Let me tell you. It's like 20 degrees. We're with our stuff. And yeah, the signal's going to come in and out as I switch from my home Wi-Fi to Wi-Fi at the rec center, but that's okay. It's just a walkover. It doesn't take very long. Try not to slip and fall on my ass. That would be hilarious. Because it's really icy. Quack, quack, J-dubs, quack, quack. Almost there. Hopefully the code works and I don't get stuck outside. That would be awful. And as usual, there's nobody there. I don't think anybody else uses this exercise room ever. Yeah, first time, every time. And we're in, folks. We'll have to wave around. She was in the office today, right behind me. I doubt you see her. So first we're going to get our charging cord set up. We got more cord length than we possibly need. Yeah. boy. Yeah, we want to go over the top here. And we'll turn me around. There we go. And I didn't tear any wool. It is charging, cool. Probably didn't give me any sound because I've got string guards going. Gotta get my tunes going. Hit our library. Yeah, wish I could set it up there, but that's not gonna work. That will work right there. There we go. Go to the library, playlists. Push the volume up. We are good to go, folks. All right, quick start. There we go. And we're off. Yeah, we're up to tempo already. That's a pretty good view there. Switching over to chat. Hi, guys. Hey, welcome, Jeffrey Spicoli. Not sure what you're asking for a link to, but hopefully you got that squared away. Do one ear there. 4 acres, good to see you. Need to clip it, be epic. Thank you, Sultan, for the good job. I will keep it up. And 4 acres, again, Gray Alien Vaughn took a shot at. Can't make a short video of Vaughn's dog free falling. Oh, yeah, when he threw him down because he was mad at Blue. Yeah, what a jerk. You don't throw your dog down because you're mad at somebody else. What a joke. It's horrible. Maybe that's what you're asking for a clip of. I got you. Gotcha now. Okay, we're all organized now. We're going to do an hour and a half today, folks. I got a charger on my phone. No problem. Jeffrey found it. Awesome. Hi, 6 Drops. Good to see you in the chat. Hey, and all you guys, feel free to pop in and out. If you want to chat, I'm here. Happy to chat with you. It's a little boring just standing here walking all the time, so feel free to jump in and out. And I will do my best to acknowledge the chat. Bumped it up to 3.4. It seems to be a better tempo today. That's weird. Maybe the machine's getting less voltage or something. Jeff says he wants him thrown in prison so bad. Yes, don't we all, Jeffrey? Don't we all? My deal's always been, particularly for the way he treated his mother and his criminal negligence to her death. But that's my personal beef with him. Acres, same here, Jeffrey Spicoli. Yeah, same here, Jeff. I want him to pay for the crap he's done. That's all. I have a lot of other beefs with him that I can't prove. I'm sure you guys are probably mostly aware of what I think he did. And how sure I am personally that he did it. I can't prove it, so I think he ought to go to jail for that, for sure. Gray Alien's here. Hi, Gray Alien. 4 Acres, I do have an idea for Vaughn's dogs. 4 Acres replies, I just said at Gray. I'm going to keep calling you 4 Acres as long as you let Larry do it. I have held my tongue as far as correcting Larry on it, so I'm going to go with it too. I so badly want to type aces in all caps. Or say, hey, Larry, what's that playing card with the A on it? Why do you keep calling it acres? But I've resisted. It's okay. It's funny. It is funny. Just like cartel up there. Yeah, it was cartel. It is funny. Which is why I held my tongue on it. And obviously it doesn't bother you. I mean, it wouldn't bother you. It's just weird. It's like, can you not read? Because it's pretty clear right there on the screen. It says 4 acres. Hey, we're up to 3.5 on the speed, which is a 17 minute, 8-second mile. But I think this thing is getting less voltage or something. Because I always walk with the song, and it's usually 3.3. Today it's 3.5 on the speed on the machine. Whatever. It's not an exact science. It's just trying to get some sweat going, you know? Just trying to get some sweat going. Sweat off a few pounds. I think this is an unfair challenge, says Gray Alien. You know Vaughn is a disabled war veteran. Whatever, he was the one talking about weight loss, not me. I just took up what he said. And he's also the one that said he wasn't tot-sized. So if he wants to lie about it, I'm going to call him on it. And I'm calling on it big time, because I'm making a whole video series. But good for him, gave me some motivation. Good for him, good for me. Hey, Salami Nuggets here. Did you hear, Vaughn, about the tire nickels work? Absolutely. Cops don't wear tennis shoes, you know that. There's an underage drug dealer out on a school night, and he maced the cops. Yeah, I heard that too. We're not real cops, but rival gang members because they had tennis shoes on. Very cunning, poor old boy. Poor old Vaughn. Flubus says he chose the name Flubus Cantrell because it's hilarious when Vaughn is mad and raging about someone's name, like Apple Butt Cheek 92 or something. Cool. Flubus Cantrell. Can't say I understand it, but I can read it. I don't look at it and see cartel. Because, you know, I have an education. I can look at letters in a row and see what they actually sound out to. I'm a bit of a languaphile anyways. I may look more closely than most. Whew, okay, coming up on a half mile, we're at 0.41. Only been walking 7 minutes, 20 seconds, so it's going to take a little while. Gotta remember to try to swing those arms as much as possible. More sweat. Gradient says it's against ancient tribal rules that 60% Cherokees work out. Well, I'm only 25%, and I'm not Cherokee, I'm Ponca, so I guess I can do this. I'll have to check with the tribe. I'll write a strongly worded letter to Ponca Nation, see what exercises I'm allowed to do in the presence of Cherokees, particularly 165% Cherokees. I'll let you know on that. Vaughn won't even share his peace pipe, POS. It's 4 acres. You're right. He never shares. Bastard. I'll tell you this, my grandmother did like her peyote. Not necessarily in a peace pipe either. Gym time. Hi, Grandpa Irv. Yes, it is. Flubus asks, do you think things have already imploded between John and his wife? Yes, I do. I think he's getting kicked out. I guess marrying someone you barely know doesn't work out often. Imagine that. Imagine that. Yes, I think things are coming to a head there. I think the reason he's moving is because she's kicking him out. And I think that's why he's lying about having poor internet. Wherever it is he's going. Like, how would he know that in advance anyway? Sounds like a cover story. How much cattle did her dad get in exchange for her? Two goats and a wheel of cheese, I believe it was. And Grandpa says, yeah, same here. Heading to the gym now. Cool. So you have something to listen to. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of chat. Usually when I do this, I've got my mobile device playing music to me that obviously you're not hearing. That's a good thing. 4 Acres says the father-in-law needs to get J-Dubs his new shiny vest to test out on double. On Font's double. Did they give you a new shiny vest? I think about doing one ear. Sometimes this stuff's stereo, so I don't hear one channel, which kind of sucks. But if I put both ears in, I can't really hear myself talk, so it's weird. But this is fine. This is working good. Whew. Over half mile now, 0.58. 10 minutes, 13 seconds of walking. You'll have to help me, 4 Acres, with the shiny new vest thing. Don't get the reference. Long could go out in a bang, not a fizzle. Yeah. Oh, that kind of vest. The one strapped with explosives? Yeah. Is that what you meant? Oh, that kind of shiny new vest. Now I'm with you. Are you wearing some fitness tracker? No, I don't have anything on. I've got just a standard old treadmill. It's giving me data as I walk. You can get a chest strap for these and monitor your heart rate, which I keep saying I need to look into, but I never seem to do it. It'd be interesting to have my heart rate tracked. Oh. They do make accessories for these sort of things. Just watch it, Todd. You get too fit, J-Dubs will stalk you. He seems to already be stalking me pretty good. I don't know how much worse it could get. He likes to talk about my balls. My butthole's blown out. Remember that? Seems like something he looks for in a man. A blown out butthole. Flubus says, the new saying should be, blow it up like Vaughn's chances of getting his kids back. Yeah, that's about right. I like that. We'll stick with that. Good one, Cartel. Hopefully having the phone on power will keep the quality of the image better than it's been in the last couple strips too. Notice as it gets lower on power, it starts pixelating the camera. Then maybe that, and maybe the internet connection in here isn't great. Big Zebra is here. He's a delight. He says, hi everybody, hi me, and good for you with the exercise. Thank you, Big Zebra. You're always a delight. Every time he comes in. A delight. Let's get back. There we go. Big Zebra, if we could just get J-Dubs and Vaughn to actually answer my challenge and weigh themselves, maybe we could get this little wager going. And you're very welcome. Gray Alien says, my friends often say to me about getting a fitness tracker, I don't need a fancy watch to tell my heart rate is up. I'm sweating and out of breath. Absolutely. Absolutely. Speaking of which, we're going to pop this back down to 3.3 where we usually hit it. So, getting a little out of breath, and I want to be able to chat. I learned long ago, I'm not sure where I heard this, but if you're exercising and you can still talk, But a little winded, that's a pretty good pace. If you get to the point where you can't talk at all, carry on a conversation, you're probably overdoing it. So that's my kind of guideline. Whether that's accurate or not. How's the music? Asked Big Zebra. Delicious. It's the same one, the same playlist I always use. The Big Fat Band, Gordon Goodwin's. And it's several songs from different albums. 4 Acres asks says if it involves the 4-letter word work to Vaughn, game's over. No way he'd do it for his health. Yeah, absolutely. But has the nerve to say he's not Todd-sized. Okay, Vaughn, prove it. Prove you're not Todd-sized. Because I don't believe you. What did he say? I'm not obese or anything. Actually, you are the dictionary definition of obese. So am I, right now. Oh, my music. Thank you, Big Zebra. Not doing much with music right now. Kind of shut down. Stuff will come back, I imagine. I keep talking about doing a shanty rap part 2. Maybe get some weekend time. We'll look into that. Have to find another song. Flubus says if Vaughn ever does mention it, he will lie and say something like, Todd was trying to kill me, getting me to exercise. My leg's swollen. It will go to my heart, etc. Yeah, exactly. Did anybody watch his G-Man epic debate appearance yesterday? I think it was last night. Holy cow, that guy. Hold on! Hold on! He was literally screaming in his microphone. Wow. Yeah, like his explanation of how chicken soup works. Absolutely, Kendra. Guy's just dumb. Hey, somebody's here. In the office. It's right next to me. They're probably making fun of me. Look at the fat guy out there walking. Oh yeah, Big Zebra was in it early for a bit of that debate. 4 Acres says all Vaughn has to do is wear those pressure socks. It's so freaking dumb. Absolutely. And Big Zebra, of course, was a delight. To be sure. Always a delight. Yeah, with the chicken soup thing, somebody says you have to eat the noodles and then drink the soup, or vice versa. Drink the soup, then eat the noodles. I don't know why it would matter. Drink more water. Cantrell says, Vaughn said the pressure socks would kill him. Why not? Hey, Theo Whippler's here again. Karate Kyle would relish the challenges. Yes, he would. Yes, he would. Big Zebra, I hear that vodka tonics are good for your health. That's what I tell myself anyway. Good for you. We'll go with that. I hear red beer and vegetable juice. Great for you. I'm going to go with that. Oh, and by the way, if Larry's here, Larry, if you're watching, this is how you do a chat room. You read the person's comment and then reply to it, because that way if people are listening to you, they can follow along instead of just, yeah, that's what I think too, Cantrell. Yeah, 4 Aces, me too. See, you're making people have to read and sometimes they're just listening, so it's really polite as the host if you read the comment or the question and then respond to it. Little tip for you there, Big Larry Bear. Somehow I don't think it's going to take. Get that zipped up and we'll get some more sweat. We want sweat. I kind of went into Larry a little today. Said something. He was annoying me the way he was ordering his wife around. Honey, can I have some more mud? Why don't you get your fat ass out of bed and go get a cup of coffee yourself? And the only reason I get annoyed at it is because he tells us how he gets stuff done during the rest of the day. We always see him in the morning. I don't believe him. I think he lays there all day. Orders that poor woman around. Honey, could you get me one of those things at the bottom of the freezer? I sure could like that for breakfast. Yeah, dude. Get up, get your own damn breakfast. Damned annoying. Flubus says, You eat the needles and the bacteria latches onto the pasta and the broth washes it all out of your system. That's the explanation of how chicken soup helps sick people by Vaughn. Thank you, sir. I didn't quite remember it all. Eat the noodles and that bacteria latches on. Because the noodles are sticky, right? Wonder if it gets a little hydrous too. Uh-oh, better not talk about that. Oh, and then you drink the broth and wash it all out of you. I should yell at the cat in the office. Honey, can I have some more mud? Oh, we are 1.12 miles, coming up on 20 minutes. Almost burned 100 calories already. Today we're going to try to do 450 calories-ish. Should be a solid 90 minutes of walking. And Grey Alien remarks, chicken soup stops you getting ill. Have you ever seen a sick chicken? I rest my case. Big Zebra adds, at Flubus, it's Vaughn's amazing scientific knowledge that will lead us all to a brighter future. There you go. That's the prophecy. Great and glorious future that will benefit all mankind. Yeah. I can't remember the last time I saw a sick chicken. It's a very good point. Vaughn's a chemist now. Did you hear that, Big Zebra? As a chemist, he makes remarks as a chemist. Did not know that. Wonder if he went to school for 2 years for chemistry at Southern Ohio College. At least they taught chemistry classes there. Better than real estate law. At least that claim has a chance of being true. Vaughn did claim to be a chemist last week, yes. He literally said, he was talking about, oh gosh, what was it in reference to? I can't remember what it was reference to, but he literally said, as a chemist, I can tell you blah, blah, blah. Vaughn couldn't call himself a truther if he didn't tell you the truth, folks. Ain't that right, Maynard? Yeah, it is. Ain't that right? Yes, it is. Always answering his own questions. And did any Christian defend me? No, they didn't. Hilarious. Yes, he's a truther. He's the original truther. Does we have moved on idiocy, says the warbler. What a surprise. Always a surprise. And Big Zebra adds, does he hold a degree or diploma on the subject? Of course not. He probably says it. He'll say he has a certificate that he can't show. Wear compression stockings, says 4 Acres. They'll help prevent swelling and keep blood from pooling in the legs. Yep. So they do. I don't have problems with my legs. I don't know. I did get a type 2 diabetes diagnosis at my last doctor visit, but very low. That's why we're doing the exercise and some diet modifications. Can't sit there and eat candy and chips anymore, which I didn't need to be doing. And I did cut soda out. Drinking a lot of water, no soda. I still drink my coffee in the morning. I cut the sugar about in half, and the creamer about 2/3. I like my creamer. But you can have one thing in a day. It's not going to kill you. I did cut my sugar way back on the coffee. I was a sugar addict on the coffee. But I cut it about half, and I don't notice much of a difference. So that's good to know. I didn't have to have all that sugar in there to get the taste I wanted. It was just extra and making me unhealthy. And Big Zebra will be right back after he takes this massive dump. Enjoy! Yeah, 4 Acres. Vaughn doesn't get exercise and he needs to wear the compression socks. But he won't. We all know he won't. Sucks to be him, I guess. And there's J-Dubs who needs a compression body sock. Get all that fat in. I don't know if you can squeeze into a compression sock. The more I see J-Dubs, Panera Bread, eating huge portions of sandwiches and soups, the fatter he's going to get. His exercise is getting off the bus and walking across the street trying not to get hit by cars. Okay, whatever. Sure love it if he stepped on a scale. It might break. Guarantee he's over 300. Vaughn is on Truth Social now because he loves being told he is right. Someone who is wrong all the time can't be on a site called Truth, right? Good point, Cartel. I guess not. If he's on that site, he's got to be telling the truth. Because, hey, it's Truth Social. Whew, 1.4 miles, 24 minutes, 43 seconds, 123 calories. We are moving, folks. I had high hopes for the Vietnamese businesswoman's story arc. Yeah, I think a Vietnamese diplomat, I believe it was. And Cartel adds, like when he went on Mines, Britt Keane, despite them both being the dumbest people on the planet. Yeah, no doubt about that. Britt Keane's a moron. You can quote me on that. You can quote me on that. Brett Keene's a very stupid individual. Situation. Coming up on a mile and a half. We're almost there. I'll give you the stats in a mile and a half. And there it is, 1.5 miles, 26 minutes, 24 seconds, 131 calories. Lady in the office waved at me, so I waved back. Flubus says, Brett is always laying on his belly like a beached whale while he kicks his leg behind his head like a teenage girl writing in her diary. So I assume we didn't get on camera anymore. Blue's here. Saw the animal abuse from Vaughn. Yes, I did. I saw him slam that dog to the ground when he was mad at you. Absolutely. Pretty bad. A couple people called on it, but called him on it on the show, but that died down quick. So I suspect he gets away with that too. But yeah, he absolutely threw that dog to the ground. All because you told the truth. Imagine that. You told the panel that he starved his dogs to death, and that set him off. How dare you, Blue? How dare you? How dare you, sir, tell the truth? It's a damn shame nothing will be done. Absolutely. SPCA doesn't care. They certainly demonstrated that. Our good friend Dan broadcast my call to everyone, which I didn't think was particular. I mean, yeah, it was funny joke. I don't think there was anything particularly funny about the fact that nobody gave a shit. The Kentucky SPCA completely ignored my calls and my emails. Didn't even contact me. Not once. Not even a, hey, we're really busy, we're sorry, here's why, we're not going to be able to do anything about that. Just nothing. Radio silence from people that supposedly care about animals. Oh, hey, Blue, that's a, yeah, fuck Beckel. Fuck Beckel right in the ass. That's personal. And it's okay for Vaughn. See, Vaughn brings views. You don't bring views, Blue, so I'm sorry. Vaughn brings views, and that's why G-Man has him on there. And that's why G-Man lets him cuss. And that's why G-Man lets him rant and rave. He wants him to rant and rave because it's good for his views. Let's all be honest about it. Nothing you did was wrong in any way. I may go on one of those. Just sit there and wait for Vaughn to blow up at me because I'm in there. Can't help but liking Beckel. Don't make the mistake of liking somebody just because they're on your side on one thing. The guy is an idiot. And he'll throw you under the bus as soon as you start talking about something else. Trust me. That's why I say when I'll go on there, I'm just going to sit there. I'm not going to participate in their little God debate. I'm just there to trigger Vaughn. He has the potential to be a good guy. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. He's a liar. He's a liar. There's nothing good about him. He's promoting an agenda by trying to claim like he's an academician, when he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. He's not going to take the time to actually research the kind of things he's trying to say. And that's as far as I'm going to go with that because I'm tired of talking about it. Cartel says Beckel tries to act like he is better than the law cows, but when they're all together, he believes all the delusional nonsense they all spew. Yeah, absolutely. Beckel's been kind of quiet on his racist crap lately, but it'll come back. Get Vaughn seething. Yeah, I think me just sitting there in that room would do it for Vaughn. Why are you letting this troll in here? What was it last time? Where are you glorifying him? I was talking about my thinking diss rap. That was glorifying me. Giving me attention. Sorry, G-Man, but you asked for diss raps that were clean and not doxing. I followed your rules, and you've ignored it ever since. I got videos on my channel of G-Man saying he'd be glad to answer any diss rap I put up. Glad to. And then as soon as he got scared by it, he couldn't. Amazing, isn't it? It's just all these people. They go on there and they make these claims, and then as soon as they get stuck on it, they act like it didn't happen. It's all of them. It's the same act. Vaughn's no different. Vaughn, the trolls killed my babies and cost me my marriages. Vaughn, Christians killed my wife and cost me my marriages or whatever. Killed my 2 babies. It's the same thing with Vaughn. Victim du jour, victim of the day, constantly the victim, and always wrong. Cartel says, I love how Vaughn never remembers the voices of his trolls. Absolutely. Dr. Descent was in a stream with him, man. And J-Dubs a little over a month ago, and they had no idea who he was. Yep. Yeah, sure does. And then once it's revealed, Vaughn was, oh, I knew all the whole time. I just let them troll. Yeah, liar. Doesn't know much. Reminds me of Shani. Every time Jules comes on, she never knows it's Jules. It's hilarious. And then you've got Carrie and her group thinking everybody's Jules. Hi, James Corbus. What's good? Treadmill's good. Treadmill's great. We're up to 1.88 miles, 33 minutes, 10 seconds. The Warper says, Frost killed them all. Yeah, he can't make up his mind if it's Frost or the Christian God. Which one was it? I thought they gave her the stick. Yeah. Can he even prove that? Can he even prove that they got her vaccinated? And even if she did, so what? Do I think Shani is going to come back online? Oh, absolutely, James Corvus. She'll be back within the end of the week. She can't stay away too long. I think they did about a month a while back. Everybody thought they were dead or something. About the time of the hotel thing. They were offline for a good solid month, I think. But she's got a stable living place, so she's not going to do that this time. She ain't doing that this time. Oh, coming up on 2 miles. Oh, update you when we get there. James says, I heard she got kicked off Twitch by sleeping and showed a little too much skin and she got reported. Yeah, that's the common theory. Is that her 90 or whatever it was flipped up a little bit and her ass was out. I'll say it, her ass was out while she slept on the couch. I don't know that it was anybody got reported her or that it even would matter. Probably somebody at Twitch saw it. Maybe somebody reported her and somebody at Twitch looked. That's possible, but she got kicked off because she's because of nudity. No matter if anybody reported her or not. She broke the TOS. She's going to blame everybody else, of course, but she did. Should have been sleeping on a stream anyway. People paid her to do a 24-hour stream. They should have got a 24-hour stream. Maybe she'll learn something and not make stupid promises she can't keep. Nah, it's Shani. She'll never learn anything. She can't learn. The beast is unable of learning, or unable to learn. Incapable of learning, that's what I meant. The beast. Oh, we passed 2 miles, 2.04 now. 36 minutes, 4 seconds, 178 calories. We're going. We need to see more skin of Shani. Wolf whistle, says Gray. And James says, it's just another way for her and Rev to bum food off people. Absolutely. Yeah, just another grift. The big grift. You can get banned on Twitch for behavior outside of Twitch itself. That's true. They actually moderate who uses the site over there, like Facebook, YouTube, and others. That is correct, Ken Cartel. James says, good thing people keep sending them spicy food. I'm with you. Good darn thing, isn't it? Personally, I wouldn't send them a damn thing. I guess it's funny when they get spicy food, you can't eat it. Personally, I'd rather know less about them. I just don't find her entertaining at all anymore. Haven't for a long time. Haven't for quite some time. I think the drive across country was about the end of it for me, which was hilarious, by the way. But since then, I just really haven't found them entertaining. Yeah, shut the blinds. The Warpler says 700K wasted by Rev Shani. Yeah, amazing. Yeah, and whether it's been a point of contention for me whether or not he actually ever had that much money, but whether he had the money in the first place in a bank account, or they just charged that much up on credit cards, same difference. They wasted a ton of money, and you're absolutely right. It's amazing. I think somebody added up the DoorDash once and counted for a great deal of it. It's a lot more than you might think. 3 DoorDashes a day, where they were living, which was fairly high cost of living, $3,000 apartments. Yeah, paid out of a bank account or use credit cards. Same difference. It's a mess. I really wish I could have, oh gosh, it started maybe like 2 years ago, trying to contact his uncle once we found out who his uncle was. Just subtly, I would email what I thought was his business address and say, something like, a bunch of friends of Jason's are concerned about him. Shanny doesn't seem to be treating him very well. What do you know about this? And just try to get him talking to me so I could ask him a little bit about the inheritance situation. What happened with his mom? And did he really have a bunch of money that she's spending for him? Halfway to make him aware and halfway to get the actual information. Really, all we know is what they say. I don't trust what they say. Never have. Jason said, yeah, it's $750K wasted. He also said several times they were living on $30,000 a year. So which one do you believe? I just gave up on it, honestly. It's not that big a deal. Cartel says if Rev would just gotten any normal job and controlled his spending, he would have been fine financially for probably the rest of his life. Yeah, again, assuming that he had the money, but you're absolutely right. Either he would be financially sound or he wouldn't owe $750,000 to credit card companies, which, if you know anything about credit card debt, would be over $1 million by now. Because those fees jump up quick. When you don't pay, been there, done that, been in collection for it. Except I actually paid my collection. People give me a hard time online sometimes about having declared bankruptcy and doing, which I did, like chapter 13, whatever the partial repayment was. I think it was 13. But I paid it all back. Once I got a better job over here with a lot more income, I paid off all that debt. I didn't just, let it go. Cartel says you got to think he would have had no rent or house payment because they had his mom's house. Yeah, when he was, before he got with Shanny, all those early Shanny videos are in his mom's house where they were doing all the weed initially in Pennsylvania, where they weren't supposed to be, where the wet brain stuff happened. That was mom's house upstairs. He certainly wasn't paying any rent. He would have had property taxes, but I bet his uncle took care of that. We've all seen the financial forms where he got it for $1 from his uncle, which is where I get accused of being a doxer, by the way, because I had the audacity to post that document while not blurring out the street address. Which, if you're talking about that particular house and you blur the street address, how do I know that's that address? But whatever. Water under the bridge. I have also written Vaughn's address in a side chat once. Oh no. Because, nobody could Google Von Helton Crane Creek and get that. Not like he says Crane Creek every other street. Just saying. That is high security information right there. But again, water under the bridge. People want to call me a doxer, fine. Pretty sure there has to be malicious intent in there. I'm more of a, hey guys, you keep talking about this thing, and a lot of people are making a lot of mistakes. Here's the actual information. Do with it what you will. It's more my bag. CCR. Creedence Clearwater Revival? Cartel? Yeah, what about him? Did I accidentally say a song title or something by CCR? missed it. Wasn't a big CCR fan, so I don't know all their catalog very well. Just the big hits. I'm not listening to CCR, I can tell you that. Oh, same as Crane Creek Road. Gotcha. Oh, yeah, CCR, Crane Creek Road. My bad, I didn't catch the reference. Hilarious cartel. Cartel Candace Ravine. How about that? Cletus can run. Cletus, a slack-jawed yokel. I always thought Vaughn was a good caricature of Cletus, the slack-jawed yokel. You think? Certainly slack-jawed. Well, actually, J-Dub's is a slack-jaw. J-Dub is a slack-jaw. Usually because his mouth's full of food. He's a, look up slack-jaw in the dictionary. There's a picture of J-Dub. He's got the droopy eyes of a wounded animal, too. Something wrong with that boy. I know what's wrong with him. He won't weigh himself on camera to prove he's a fat ass because he knows he is, and he just wants to call other people fatter than him. That's what's wrong with J-Dubs. Cartel says, I'm half expecting at some point for Vaughn to mention that Larry has cartel members in his chat. Yeah, probably. Probably right. We're over 2.5 miles now. 2.59, 45 minutes, 50 seconds. We got 225 calories burned. We are cooking with gas now, guys. The last two workouts, we only burned 300. Today we're going to get close to 500. I can feel it. I can feel it. It's going to be a good day. I feel good. Not going to have any trouble walking the whole 90 minutes. I tell you what, that colonoscopy, people joke about it, but by God, it clears you out. You just, they measure your health by how well stuff's moving through you. Man, I tell you what, it's great. Nothing's getting stuck up in there and causing any kind of digestive issues. I highly recommend colonoscopies for all of you, diagnostic or otherwise. The health benefits of cleaning your colon. And apparently they don't only just snip the polyps, they suck out whatever's left in there that you didn't clean out with your ridiculous 24-dose Miralax routine. So they just complete cleaning. Fluba says he blocked me from his email because I asked him if he was going to airbrush his shopping cart when he becomes homeless. Ooh, J-Dubs? That's hilarious. You're going to airbrush your shopping cart? Wow. That guy has a lot of time to paint, you know what? Way more than a guy that has a job would have. He spends a lot more time painting than I do walking on this treadmill, I know that. I can only strive to achieve in the amount of time that J-Dubs paints to be on this treadmill. That'd be something. Nothing against it or anything, but who paints anyway? Seems like a boring hobby, especially if you're not any good at it. If you're good at it, I could maybe see it. It's terrible. Vaughn, when he was painting his plants, with the airbrush, I remember. Right around the time Alice passed. He was sitting in the kitchen streaming all day. I remember he had the remote link to his mobile device. Hilarious. You gotta airbrush your shopping cart when you become homeless. It applies to J-Dubs very well now. Applies perfectly to J-Dubs. He's not going to be homeless, but he's going to be alone. We'll see. I may be wrong. I think they're separating. Let's put it that way. 2.75 miles, 48 minutes, 54 seconds. We're at 240 on the calorie count. Doing good, guys. I can feel the sweat. Whew. This is a little heavier than that Chiefs thing. It's a really heavy sweatshirt. Halfway house, yeah, something like that. Little mobile device is at 63%. It's not going to have any problems getting through my session here. This was really a good purchase. Hope you can see it. It's an on brand. I think it was $39 at Walmart. I assume that's everywhere. Oops, I turned it off. Didn't mean to do that. I'm assuming it's on sale, haha, at every Walmart. But if you need just a little portable pad device, it's internet capable, got Bluetooth. I'm just using it for YouTube. Playing a playlist off YouTube. Highly recommend it for 40 bucks. Holds a charge a good long time. Simple to operate. You're not going to be able to do a ton with it. It's just like an old MP3 player would have been. And of course, you can load it with iTunes and your own stuff if you want. I pretty much use the same playlist that I've got on my YouTube libraries. I just go to YouTube. That's not commercial for Walmart. The On touchpad, whatever it is, $39 today at your local Walmart. Shop smart. Shop Walmart. I reviewed, finally, John and Vaughn on Odyssey from yesterday. It didn't process all day yesterday, and somehow I missed it live. I don't know how that happened. Maybe I was busy. But I reviewed it earlier today. And Vaughn, let's just come right out and say it. He farted really loud. And honestly, it might have been the smartest thing he said the entire stream. Cartel says if his wife is so into painting, why didn't he just show her his mirror finger painting skills? Good. Bye. Yeah. I think it's the medium that's the problem there, Cartel. It's chosen clay, if you will. It's a little iffy. Lord Humongous is here. He says, Todd, I wish you wouldn't do these Vaughn challenges. This reminds me of when right-wing cuck FJ would show himself at work and never stop talking about how much he worked. I understand. It is a tad excessive, but doggone it. It has two benefits. One, I want to poke at Vaughn and John. And two, I'm losing some weight. So it's good motivation. And broadcasting it just gives me another reason to make sure and come and do it. So I appreciate the sentiment. It's more for me just as a motivating tool. But I hear what you're saying. I'm getting what you're laying down. It is a tad excessive. I'm just having some fun walking and sweating. And hopefully, because, this does stem from the type 2 diabetes diagnosis. We got to do some more exercise. We got to eat better. So why not put it online? Nothing to lose, right? 3 miles dead on, 53 minutes, 20 seconds, 261 calories per. Yeah, at least I'm getting healthier, and that's the big benefit. Talking about how much I work, probably am going to do much for my general health. Walking on a treadmill, good stuff. And making a challenge out of it with those two bozos, extra bonus, a little extra better. Bonus ball. Thing is, I know they never say anything about it, but I keep needling them, and I hope other folks that talk to them needle them too. Lou, the next time you get in one of those panels with them, say, hey, what about that challenge Todd threw at you? When are you going to weigh yourself on? You said you weigh 218, right? You said you weigh 218, right? Let's see it, Vaughn. I'm missing that part. That'd be very helpful. Because I don't know that they see the tags, and I don't know that they're going to answer their email or even see their email. Send them both an email. Very respectful one. Hey, by the way, I gave you this challenge. Here's a link to the video. Look forward to hearing your response. That kind of email. Don't expect much from it. Humongous says, Todd, FJ would always talk about being a working class person, and Quasi-Monkey, who is on welfare and lives with mommy playing video games all day, would defend FJ like he was Captain America. Yeah, I'm aware. I get it. And he still does to some extent. Talk about how hey everybody, happy Tuesday. Just getting, I'm at work here, and we're going to get these signs down. And hey everybody, how about that bozo Todd? He doesn't have a job because he's on the internet 24/7, just waiting to reply. Did I get that about right? Hey everybody, happy Tuesday. I kind of did that. If you saw my challenge video to Vaughn and John, I kind of did that at the beginning. Hey, Vaughn and John, how you doing? Hey, listen. Cartel says, I've touched on this before, but it's kind of funny. Some of Vaughn's trolls want to call Vaughn crazy, but believe all the same conspiracies and nonsense he does. And you just hit the nail on the head. They're closer to Vaughn than they think. Yeah, the crazy right-wing stuff. Humongous says, yeah, he also goes on rants about how we need Confederate monuments in black communities. It's a little dicey to say. It's a little dicey. I'm not going to touch that one. We are on YouTube, after all. Not touching that one. The football. I'm trying to decide, it's really hot in this room, how much I trust this rental community to leave my extension cord and my charging cord in here. My little cube that goes from the outlet to the USB cable. And I'm thinking I probably will because nobody comes in here. I literally might be the only person to use this facility. So I think I might just leave my charging stuff here. When I come in, just plug my phone in. I don't know, I guess I can roll it up and put it back there, maybe. It's probably a better idea. Oh. We're coming up on 3 1/4 miles, 3.23, 57 minutes, 24 seconds, 281 calories, folks. We are walking, we are sweating, and we are losing weight, folks. I'm glad you're here for the journey. I missed one. Cantrell said people forget Vaughn was originally laughed at for his beliefs and laws. Absolutely. Not because of mistreating his kids and mom. That was years after. Yeah, he had something like 16,000 subs on a conspiracy channel, I remember. And Humongous adds, Todd, were you around during the days when Vaughn was enabled by Brett Keane, Tiny DX Jr., and Earl? Not particularly. I've known about Vaughn 6 or 7 years. During those Google Plus days, I was more chasing around Darth Dawkins and hanging out with some of the people tangential to this community, like Hogtie, Floyd FP. G-Man, to some extent, was around. I did encounter G-Man in those days. But that was right after finishing seminary and finishing my language study. And I was looking for Christians to battle. Wasn't much interested in Vaughn. I found Vaughn through Secular, who I found through that community on G+ around Darth Dawkins. And like I said, that was about 6 years ago, I'd say. Secular and Dragnaut both. Dragnaut was a big bringer of mine to this community. And that was probably around through Matt Dillahunty, who I know I've met. We would have actually gone to the same seminary if he hadn't backed out. We would have been entering Dallas Theological at the same time. We found out years later. And Scholar Fiction is another kind of common link to folks I knew then and know now. We don't talk too much anymore. He's back on YouTube. I get in an occasional stream, but don't talk to him much. Mostly because I'm just tired of the Bible stuff. I'm just tired of it. There's no convincing anyone that anyone knows anything in that community. Other communities, you can say something, and if somebody gives you some crap, oh, what? Well, here's the website. And they're like, oh, thank you. I didn't realize that. The religious community, they will buck and fight every claim you make, whether it's subjective or objective. Humongous says he was in the Marines for quite some time, worked as a separations clerk. Yeah. RE3JHJ is the same 100 years ago. Absolutely was. I was in the Air Force for 4 years, most of it at Offutt up in Omaha. And RE3JHJ is the same thing. I was RE1A, A1A, A1K. I'll have to go look at my DD-214. A1 something. I had a good separation code. The hell, they didn't want me to go. And honestly, looking back, I wish I hadn't. I wish I had stayed in more than my 4 years. I just didn't realize it at the time. RE1A, yeah. You were RE1A. Yeah, just right up there. That means please feel free to come back. But I was in a band unit, so it's a 48 radio. We don't, it's not that stressful. Secular used to go years without posting anything, and as soon as he came back, Vaughn would start raging hardcore. The mid-2010s Nadia hangout era, it was the best Vaughn rage, which I was very tangential to that community. It was around Google+, not around Nadia. Yeah, RE1 means awesome. RE1A means we want you back. Yeah, that's just fairly common in my MOS, my billet. Unless you're just a fuck up. Fuck ups don't get my job. Fuck ups don't get military top tier bass bands anyway. They just don't. It's a pretty tough audition process actually. Maybe they've cut back so much. I don't know how it's like now. Back in the 80s and 90s when I was in it was tough to get in those top tier bands. I know my unit is still there, but they don't have the full band anymore. They just have a rock band, small combo, a lot of vocal groups. Just enough to do the ceremonies, that's about it. The Marines is the other branch that also says hooah, right? And then the Air Force would say hooah to everything, which somebody told me means heard, understood, acknowledged. That to me is just a grunt. I think that's the same in the Marines, if I remember right. Hooah. Cartel's back. Vaughn was spending like 8 hours a day in Google Hangouts trying to debate people and raging when the entire room was laughing at him. And Humongous says, did you know Father Jay also said no one could collect super chats based on lawn other than secular opinion? I did not know he said that. No. I was not aware of that. Good thing I don't get super chats, I guess. Probably never will monetize. Not that I don't have any desire to get paid for doing what I do on YouTube. I just want to archive his videos. That's all. He gets mad at me saying I guess he thinks I said I'm the best or the authentic Vaughn archive. Like, I didn't say that. I said I'm the new Vaughn archive because nobody was doing it. And people were having to go to Odyssey to watch his crap. And knowing, as I know, how shitty Odyssey is, I'll just restream them on YouTube. And that's why when I do mine, I don't talk over it. I just let everybody chat, and sometimes I put chat messages up there if I think they're hilarious or whatever. But we don't ruin it. It's just a super straight rip of it. Cartel, it was either Black Guy TV or the Geek Room that got mad over that. Yeah, I get you. And Humongous adds, that was after when Alice died. FJ went on a rant that no one can do anything other than him and secular. I got you. I don't know where that was, but I missed it. And Nina Gonzo's here. Says, hey, Nina Gonzo. Thanks for joining me on the treadmill today. We are at 3.68 miles, 65 minutes, 20 seconds, and we've burned 320 calories already. Going for 90 minutes today. We're going to get some sweat out. We're working out with the oldies. So, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that means. I know my playlist is almost done. I've started back to the top. That's a good thing. The charging cable seems to have made all the difference in allowing me to do my 90 minutes. And yeah, Nina says good for you. Thank you for that. I'm using Vaughn's, well, mostly J-Dub's constant rips at me for being a fat ass and bigger than both of them as some motivation to drop some of this weight, which I needed to do anyway. So win-win. I do wish he'd answer my challenge. That would be gold. The guy could get his fang toenails on the scale one more time for us. Prove that he's 218. I know he can't do it. The guy's 250. He's not 218. He's certainly not heavier than me. But yeah, again, thank you, Nina, for coming. Dip in and out all you like, chat. I like folks chatting because it gives me something to do other than just walk. Humongous says, let me be clear. After Alice died, Father Jay said that only he and secular are allowed to talk about the history of Von Helton because they have been doing it for years. Everyone else can't. Yeah, I understand. And he has given me some of that criticism that I'm not an OG, so I don't know what I'm talking about or whatever. Again, I'm just trying to restream his videos. We talk some in the chat, but I don't talk over him. And I was hoping I was giving secular and even FJ, if he wants to use them, some clean copies so they didn't have to go to Odyssey. Or especially when J-Dubs was deleting stuff. Hey, here's a copy of it. That's all. And by me saying I'm the new Vaughn archive, I guess that triggered him somehow. But FJ likes to stretch the truth a lot about what people say. Let's just put it that way. Just to make a point. And then when he gets called out on it, oh, well, I was just busting your balls. Well, no, dude. You can bust my balls without having to completely lie about what I said and what I claimed. That's not busting my balls. That's you being a dishonest douchebag. Let me be clear. That's you being dishonest. And I'm going to call you out for that, too. For the third time today, water under the bridge. Pretty much calmed down now. That whole situation with FJ. Mostly, I just don't counter the guy. So that helps. I don't know what it's like in THN or his We Hate Todd Discord servers, but I don't go in there. So I don't need to worry about it. 4 Acres says, I've been around the powwow days chatting. Yeah. Humongous says, yeah, he's been watching Vaughn since 2007. I sent secular videos he uses regularly. When you see a secular video with ghost images in the social feeds, that was me. Gotcha. Well, good deal. Good deal. Yeah, I think it's crazy to tell somebody who they can talk about and who they can't, just because of their perception of how OG or powwow days. Yeah. Restarting the playlist because we're already at 69 minutes, 15 seconds. We're out of music. So we're going to go back to song 1. And Wildcat BBS site. Okay. Wildcat BBS. That's been a while. Shoot, I'm old. I remember Usenet. I remember Usenet user groups. alt.binaries.pictures.crazyvonhelton. Yeah. Usenet. Back with dial-up modems, and it took you all night to download one file of whatever it was. Standing with Ukraine. 69, you say? No, 56. Old enough. 56, but I had my first computer, my paper route money. I think 12 or 13. Got a TRS-80 Model 1. Pixels were as big as your fingernail. no graphics. Humongous. Would I agree that J-Dubs has daddy issues? Absolutely. Absolutely. He needs a daddy that treats him badly. And he keeps looking for him. Or a daddy that brings him negative attention anyway. He needs a bad daddy that nobody likes. J-Dubs wants to have the biggest, baddest, strongest, badassiest daddy that nobody likes. And it's his thing. God, hanging around Vaughn? Really? He was looking at Brett King. Yeah, absolutely. And it is again. And Nina says, I can't get over how young Vaughn really is. Yeah, only 59. He's my age, and I thought he was my mama's age. Named after his own dad and everything, says Kid Cartel. Hey, we just hit 4 miles, 4.0. 71 minutes, 13 seconds. We're at 348 calories burned. 20 minutes to go, folks. And Grandpa Herb's back. Hi, Grandpa. All these law cows had poor male role models. You're absolutely right. It comes through like a bad stink. Ooh, my hair's sweating. Sweating on my head. How old is Vaughn? Vaughn is 59. He will turn 60 in October. 59. A little more than, a little less than 3 years older than me. I'll turn 57 before he turns 60. No way. Yes way. Vaughn is less than 3 years older than me. Okay, I'm your age. Cool. Welcome to the club, Nina. We're in the mid-50s area. Whew. 4 Acres. He's 59, looks 85. Yeah, he definitely looks older than his age. Makes me wonder. So did Larry, for that matter. Larry looks way older than me. Wow. 65, yeah, that's probably a reasonable guesstimate. Fit and Kirby's here. Are we walking? Yes, we are walking. 4.1 miles now. We've done 73 minutes and 5 seconds, and we've burned 357 calories. Fit and Kirby, if you're new to these, these are challenge videos to Vaughn and J-Dubs because they say I'm so much fatter than them. I want them to prove it. Humongous. Back in 2015, I walked 2 miles to my job, worked a night doing stocking, which is tough work, done that. Walked 2 miles home in the morning, then rode a bike to the gym, lifted weights, did cardio for 30, rode the bike home. Yes, sir. I remember being young. Before I could do that. Thank you, Fit and Curry. Giving me a nice job. We're going to keep this up. This is just motivation to see how quick we can get to 200. Weighed in this morning, weighed in the front of this video about 223.8, I think. So we're trying to get down to 200. It was in the 60s where you were yesterday. Walked in your neighborhood instead of going to the gym. Yeah. I like that too. It's a little harder to broadcast that way. The treadmill is just nice and even. I don't know if we're about cars, I don't know if we're about weather, getting dark. I'm a big fan of the treadmill. Did that at 38 years old. Yeah, humongous. Young, that's young to me. I had a lot more energy at 38 too. But good for you. And 4 Acres says I walked over 100 miles a day, I bet, when doing construction work for 20 years. Yeah, it's like he was, Humongous was talking about stocking. Yeah, you can walk a ton during those shifts. And you did 16-hour shifts. Pretty much just, unless you're a forklift guy, you're doing a lot of walking. Same thing selling parts. If you've got a retail counter, you're always walking back and forth, grabbing parts, walking into the customer's car, blah, blah, blah. It's a lot of time on your feet. People like Vaughn don't understand all that. And hey, guys, we just hit 75 minutes of walking at 4.23 miles. 367 calories. Humongous says stocking at night will make your feet hurt. Yes, sir. Just anything where you just got to stand all day. But stocking is strenuous. I've done that. I've worked in warehouses. I've set up new stores. I was actually what they call a planogram guy. I was I can't remember what Napa called it. I was in charge of setting up planograms in stores. Not retail specialist, but whatever. I'll think about it. It'll come to me here shortly. Fit and Kirby says I work manual labor, so yeah, I definitely get a lot of steps in. We used to do step challenges, especially when I was at Napa. It was a big thing. Just had your phone on you. And Humongous says, I love how I understand the working poor and how it hurts feet. Yeah? FJ would call me a loser for stocking shelves. No, I came up through, I haven't always had the money I have now. I've been in auto parts all my life. My dad had a little 2-bay garage. I know not making money sucks. And then for crying out loud, I went to seminary. Think I had any money in those years? No. Spent all my time studying. Just enough to eat and get by. Yeah, and I came up through a fairly poor family. My dad had to work for everything he got. My mom worked too. Dad had a donut shop in the morning and a 2-bay full-service service station with gas and fixing cars the rest of the day. We'd go home about 4:30, 5 o'clock and go to sleep. Get up at 1 the next morning. Go make the donuts. And that, by the time I got to high school, I was doing it with him. 4 Acres did painting parking garages and stuff. Also built the world's largest pre-stress I-beam in the world. I bet that's a story. And Nina says, I have broken veins in my heels now from standing. The right ankle looks like the spaghetti bowl one. Yeah. Humongous says, Todd, you admit Father Jay calls people losers for not working, yet when they do work low-paying jobs, people like FJ will call them losers. Well, he certainly has called me a loser for not working. I don't know if he still claims I don't have a job, but he certainly made a lot of videos about me. So I can certainly empathize with you on that. You can just go back and look at his videos about me, or they have my name in their title, or my picture in a Nazi uniform. That works too. And Blue asks, you've been walking 90 minutes. We are at 78 minutes, 5 seconds. We're getting there. 4 Acres says, Vaughn, he worked at 3 jobs. I don't think anybody believes him. I don't think he had 3 jobs. I'd be curious what he calls jobs in that sense. Because, you know, I got my main job, and I got a side gig. So do I work 2 jobs? It's all kind of related. Yeah, Blue, it's that's the goal time, 90 minutes. I just haven't been able to do it because my phone would die. So I brought a charging cable with me, so I can walk as long as we want. Speaking of which, 78 minutes, 45 seconds. We've covered 4.43 miles and burned 385 calories. Grandpa, yeah, that's what we're hoping for, about 90 minutes a day. Doing any dieting? Yeah. I'm not eating. My biggest thing was eliminating the sweets. I used to sit and eat candy a lot. I eliminated that. I eat dried apricots, so I want something sweet, and not very many of them. I eliminated soda, so I'm drinking mostly water now. And I do much. In the morning, I eat oatmeal. I eat an orange around lunch. Usually at evening, I eat either a little salad with some light dressing or a small piece of meat, 4 to 8 ounces of meat. And that's my diet. The biggest thing was cutting out the empty calories with the sodas and the candy and the chips. We got rid of that. Blue thought it was an hour. It has been an hour. I'd rather do an hour and a half. And 4 Acres says, money is so easy to make, Vaughn, just lazy. Absolutely. I've been trying to, I'm running the parts department by myself. I have been for about 2 years now. I've been trying to hire somebody for help. Can't get anybody to apply. They're all employed. It's a city job. Well, it's not a city job. It's working for the city, but subcontracted by a big time parts store that you all know. So it's not great starting pay, but it's solid starting pay. Has the chat made it seem easier? Time to go faster? Yeah, it makes it less boring, that's for sure. I do appreciate you guys chatting. Plus, it keeps me engaged, keeps my brain going. Blue said, I heard something very sad about Richard Simmons. Apparently, there was a time when he only drank water. Interesting. No juice, no tea, not even vitamin supplements. I've heard of vitamin supplements in water, but not just water. That's terrible. And Grandpa Herb says, continue to stream when you work out. Helps with accountability. Grandpa Herb just nailed it, guys. That's why I'm doing this. It gives me a reason to come over here when it's really easy, if you don't have something fun like this to do, to say, I'll do it tomorrow. It's super easy. I've been doing this a while. I'm 56 years old, and it's really easy to put off exercise. But when you have a forum like this, and a platform where you can just put it out there and talk to people while you're doing it, it makes it much easier. So thank you for that, Grandpa Herb. You nailed it. And the Gray Alien says, has the chat made it seem easier? Time to go quicker. Yeah, it does. Absolutely does. And we can sit here and talk about Vaughn and Father Jay and Rev and Shanny, whatever you guys want to talk about. It gives us something to chat about when nobody else is online. This seems like a good time of day to me, because it's before the evening shows kick up, and there's just not usually a lot going on. What do you guys think? It's about the right time of day to do this sort of thing? I mean, I could get up at 5 in the morning and do it before work, but I don't think a lot of you are going to be up. It just seems like a dead time in our community for creators. So I'll fill it up with some streaming. Gray Alien says, coming tomorrow, Vaughn streams himself doing 1,000 push-ups. I'd love to see that. It says, Grandpa Herb says, you can also challenge Corky. He's been talking about exercising. Well, the thing Corky has not been saying is that I'm a fat ass and bigger than him. So I'm going to let Corky off the hook. J-Dubs, on the other hand, seems to think I'm twice as big as him, which is ludicrous. And Vaughn even said he wasn't Todd-sized yet. So I'd love for them to answer that challenge. I can't for the life of me work out in the morning, says Grandpa Herb. Have to work out after 12. You know, the numbers, the science of it says late afternoon, best time. In terms of burning calories and burning fat, late afternoon, 3 to 6, which is just about exactly what we're doing. I'm going to go with that. And also, like I said, it's a dead time for creators. So it gives you guys something to listen to at work. I'm working winter hours right now. I'm out of there about 3 o'clock every day. So this is a good time for me to do it. Humongous says, I wonder how long J-Dub's new mail order wife will last. I think they're separating. I really do. I might be wrong. I'm not guaranteeing anything, but I really think they're separating. I think he served his usefulness, whatever that was. And then, I've got some sources close to J-Dubs that you guys probably already know about that do talk about this sort of thing. And it's, it's not one guy that nobody likes. It's 3 people that used to live with him that all are still close up there. So I do have a little bit of a inside source here. What might be going on. They don't know, of course, exactly. None of them like him. But they're closer to the situation than any of us are. So let's just leave it at that. I think they're getting, I don't know if they're getting a divorce, but I think there's separating. And I think the whole moving somewhere thing is her daddy putting him up somewhere else. So here you go, here's a place to live, get started, leave us alone now. That's my interpretation of what's going on. There's a new place, new life, leave us alone. Thank you, bye. We'll see if I'm right. And coming up on 85 minutes, guys. We just hit 4.75 miles. So we got one more lap on the track here to make 5. Feels good to walk over 5 miles today. Still on that 18-minute, 10-second mile pace, which, if you can tell by the way I'm walking, is pretty brisk. It's not exactly jogging, but it's blurring the line between walking and jogging. It's about the fastest walk you can do without having to start picking feet up. I feel like one of those power walkers, you know. Is that what they call it, power walking? You get the weights in your hand, put your hands way up here. It seems very British to me. Very British. Not sure why that's British. 4 Acres says, if his father-in-law owns that store, you think people will be showing J-Dub's racist videos to him. Yeah, I bet so. I think I have a pretty good authority that the father-in-law realizes exactly who and what J-Dubs is. Have you walked before? Grandpa, sure. Sure, I've done walking, I've done jogging, running. I used to run 5Ks. Of course, I was in the military, so we had our runs and our mandatory times we had to come up with twice a year. Like for exercising, yeah, I have. I was more into biking the last time I took up a weight loss challenge. But this particular area I'm in right now is not nearly as good as biking, and frankly, I didn't want to go buy a bike. So I've got this set up here in the complex rec room, so I can walk. Also seems like a sensible way to start. Because let's face it, I'm pretty out of shape. I gave up exercising for years. I haven't been eating right. Let's do something low impact to get started, get some calories off. Get my weight below 200, and then we'll do some other things. We're going to start stair machining, and we've got a Nordic track over here. I've got my free weights at home, which I do some free weight stuff in the morning. Nothing intense yet. I'm basically just doing barbell work, flies, curls, simple presses. Just stuff to get the blood moving. And I'm doing very low weight on the barbells. That will, when we get some more weight off, that stuff's going to be ramped up. But again, like I was saying yesterday, I'm not going for bodybuilder stuff here. I'm not drinking creatine and protein shakes. I'm just going for healthy weight loss right now. Yeah, not too bad on the knees. Make sure you stretch, of course. And I do, I'm on my feet quite a bit during the day too. So it's not like I'm just rolling out of bed and coming over here. My knees are moving during the day. I spend a lot of time sitting at a desk, but I do have to get up and pull parts and put parts away twice a day to do stock orders. It's just me, so I do a lot of walking around that parts room. More than you might think from the amount I comment online, right? Of course, there's days like today and yesterday. It's snowy out. There's ice all over the road. We didn't do a damn thing today. But thank you for reminding me to stretch. It's super important. Hey guys, we just hit 88 minutes, 4.94 miles, 429 calories. So we got 2 more to go. I'd like to get up to 500 calories. I'm wondering how long I got to walk to do that. So we may stay at it for a little bit. But we're just about to the 5 mile mark, which is awesome. Should be, that's 8K. 8K on the button. 8,000 meters. 4 Acres says, I've seen a guy stream on YouTube, bragged about a rapper dying. They drove up on him, shot him dead on live video. Dude spitting blood everywhere saying, call the cops. Wow. You saw that on stream? Somehow I think that violates TOS. Just a guess. And here's a big moment, 5 miles exactly, 89 minutes, 2 seconds, and we burned 434 calories. Yeah, that's crazy. Link that to me sometime if you're on, I don't know if you're in my Discord or around Discord, but I'd sure like to check that out. Morbid curiosity, I guess. Yeah, I'm feeling good, guys. I think we're going to actually just go for 500 calories. See where that lands as time-wise. We might extend this a little more. 500 calories seems like a nice round figure. Done 20.1 laps. Laps on this machine are a quarter mile. 295 calories an hour. Dropping fast, that's weird. J-Dubs might watch his rants and threats, yeah. Yeah, he might. 4 Acres, he does tend to talk before he thinks sometimes. And we just hit 90 minutes, 5 seconds. We've gone 5.06 miles and 440 calories. What do you think? Make it 500? I say we go for it. It's not going to be that much longer. For once in my life, I don't have to pee. I know, right? So I can continue walking a little while more. I'm amazed I've made it an hour and a half without having to stop to pee. Because, you know, old man and all that. But again, since I had the colonoscopy, I find I don't have to pee near as much. Also might have something to do with cutting out the sugar in the sodas. I didn't think it would revert quite that fast. 4 Acres says, you see, audio's getting choppy. Yeah. It looks okay on my end, but I can't tell on your end. It may be the internet connection isn't great right at this moment. It does tend to fluctuate. So hopefully it gets fixed here in a minute. And 4 Acres says, yeah, I've seen people on live Facebook get killed on live stream. That is crazy shit. I'm not sure I have that much curiosity. I want to see that. And actually, you know what? The machine, I might show you here. The machine actually has a pre-programmed amount of time. So we might just go with that and see where it leads us. Let me show you here what I'm talking about. The back camera. Get that off. So you see here, 7 minutes, 18 seconds remaining. We've been going 91.45, 5.15 miles and 447 calories. So we may just go until it ends and see what happens. I've never done that. I've never walked the thing until the whatever pre-programmed amount of time is ended. So let's just see what happens. 6 minutes, 51 seconds remaining. I wonder what happens then. Does it stop going? We'll find out. And that'll get us pretty close to that 500 calorie mark we were looking at, which is totally arbitrary. I don't really care. Anybody watching? Is the audio any better? Is it still choppy? Troll Tracker says strong, impressive, yeah. I don't know if it's that impressive. I am just walking. But it's better than sitting there and talking about how fat other people are. To me. I think it's better than that. How's the audio for you, Troll Trackers? Is it strong enough? Is the picture choppy? Hopefully not. Some of that, I don't have the greatest internet connection over here, but I do have Wi-Fi. Yeah, I think this is getting too easy. We're going to have to add some incline next time, right? It's good? Thank you. Thank you. We've got 5.5 minutes left before something happens. Which I've never actually walked to the extent of whatever the machine thinks is the right amount of time. Yeah, choppy image, good audio. That's internet connection. It'll get bad and improve and get bad and improve. Not much I can do. It's the only Wi-Fi I have here in the rec room. It's my apartment complex guest Wi-Fi, which is probably, what is it, 2.4G. I bet it's the low bandwidth. But it's what I got. I guess I could try it on 5G. Probably not going to be any better. 4:48 remaining. I'm so curious what's going to happen. I think probably the treadmill just shuts down. Sounds like about enough time for one more number. We're going to do the fat, and then we're going to do it's not polite to point. I like that. Current playlist, Gordon Goodwin Big Band. It's not polite to point. Yeah, thank you, Troll Trackers. Just listening. That's awesome. Thank you for being here. Thank you for chatting. So our time remaining is 4 minutes exactly. Hopefully this device doesn't self-destruct or something. That would be sad. Oh yeah, there's a little row of dots on the bottom of the chart, and the last one's flashing out. Completing whatever program it is. Manual quick start program. This thing has a button that says training tools. I'm gonna have to look into that. See what it is. So we've done 95 minutes, 40 seconds, 5.38 miles, 466 calories. We're gonna get pretty close to that 500 we were looking for. Pretty close. 3 minutes and 8 seconds remaining. By the way, I have credits in Odyssey. Should I ask Vaughn/JDouche about this challenge? Absolutely, if you don't mind. If you could put something in there about, hey, have you heard about Todd's challenge? He sent you an email. Maybe you should answer that. I really appreciate that. Getting it in the forefront of their mind. Thank you for asking. I did send both of them emails on their Hotmails. Vaughn's Hotmail. I think J-Dubs was on Gmail. And I keep tagging them on every one of these that I do. So hopefully J-Dubs is seeing the tags. But yeah, a little comment in the side chat would be very much appreciated. Thank you. 1:55 remaining. Coming down to it, folks. 5.45 miles, 4.6. We're going to get 5.5 miles in anyway. Which I feel pretty good about. And that is precisely 8,800 meters. Yeah, definitely seen them. Thank you. I figured J-Dubs, if anybody, would be obsessed with his YouTube numbers and tags. I think it probably gives him a notification every time I tag him. All right, folks, we're coming down to it. We have 1 minute, 4 seconds remaining. And we just hit 5.5 miles. 98 minutes, 478 calories. Good numbers for today. Excited to see where our way out is going to be. See if this killed a couple pounds. I feel like I've sweated out a couple of pounds. We're going to see. 37 seconds to go. Okay. Kill this. Kill this. workout time, folks. 15 seconds remaining. Here we go. 10. It's not going to count it down for me because I went to something else. But I bet the thing just shuts off. We'll see. 3, 2, 1. Cool down. 2 minutes. How about that? Gives me a cool down period. Probably going to reduce the speed of 2 minutes. Thank you, Fit and Kirby. You gave me the great job. Thank you for watching. So we're doing a cool down now, which I did not know the machine had in here. Sounds like a great idea though. For 2 minutes. And we'll see if the speed has decreased a bit. We'll see if it decreases anymore as we do our cool down. Still burning calories, still going around the track. 5.59 miles now. Yeah, we're 99 minutes, 42 seconds, about 100 minutes walk, and 485 calories. 486. We're going to get close to that 500. Good workout. This is going to be a good one. Cool down. 1 minute to go. Cardio, says Trump Tracker. Yes. And next time we'll start doing the front punches. We'll start doing straight punches while we walk. Start doing elbow shots. Back fist. We'll do that. It's hard to do when you're on the treadmill. Front punch. Doesn't look like the cool down lowers the speed any other than the 10% or so it did initially. We got 13 seconds left in our cool down. Then I assume the machine will shut off. We'll see for sure. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Workout summary. Yep, there we go. She's shutting down. I will show you the workout summary if I can get the camera turned around fast enough. Back camera. Here we go. Hopefully it does it again. And we'll look at our workout summary. Average HR, which I don't know what that is. Vertical distance, 0, obviously. Great workout. Yeah, show the stats one more time. Workout summary. 22.6 laps on a quarter-mile track. Average speed 3.4. Average incline we didn't put any in. Average calories an hour 291. Our mile pace was 17 minutes 38 seconds. I don't know what HR's heart rate 122. I'm not sure how we would know that, but yeah, you can see the numbers there. 1 hour, it was 100 minutes, 5.65 miles, and darn near that 500 calorie mark, 491. All right, now let's head back. So those of you who haven't been here before, oh, I need to switch the camera, I'm sorry. Switch the camera back to me. It's a lot of buttons. It's a lot of buttons switching it back and forth. I'm going to leave my cable in here and just kind of let it go by the wall. And cool, we're good. Ready to head back. You'll probably lose reception in and out. I got plenty of battery power, but the Wi-Fi is going to, lose signal and get it back. So I'll see you when we get back in the house. Oh my gosh, whoa. I stepped outside and it's just freezing. It's so cold out here. See a picture of the ground. We got a lot of snow for where I'm at. Actually, yesterday was all ice. It was thunder sleet. Craziest thing ever. Serious thunderstorms, lots of lightning, but sleet. Coming down in huge pellets, hard. Today, of course, last night it froze solid, and today we got a little bit of snow over the top of that. Maybe another ½ inch. So this is not normal for where I live at all. Okay, we got a nice short brisk walk back, and I always have to turn to the north. Oh, just brutal. Just brutal when I got to walk to the north. Coming to the rec center is to the south, so not so bad. But walking into the wind, not for me, boy. I'm an Okie. The south. I don't like this cold weather. And plus, some more gym shorts go. I don't know if you're seeing me now, but the signal's going to go in and out probably one more time. Right now we're on 5G and it's going to pick up. Yep, and there was another cycle as we got onto my Wi-Fi. But we're home now. Gonna mute. And there we go. We're back to our home and we can get rid of the iPhone. Got to go knock off some excess liquid. I'll be right back and we'll do our way out. All right, better. Now let's get these shoes slipped off. Go away with those and get this sticky, sweaty thing off my top here. Because yikes. Oh yeah, this is sticky. This is crazy. Ah, there we go. That was some sticky stuff there. I don't want to say I'm real sweaty, but yeesh, let me tell you, I'm a sweaty bastard. Okay. I shouldn't have shut this down because now I got to get back in my mobile device so we can do the way out. So let's get back in our StreamYard. Should be able to just pop right back in here because it's still loaded. It's one nice thing. I do need to remember to mute it. Otherwise, I get terrible feedback. And turn my phone to the backside. There we go. Are you ready for the way out? Here we go. And there it is, folks. 222. And we started today at 223.8. So that's 1.8 pounds lost in 100 minutes. Walked on the treadmill. I'll take it. Hey, guys, thank you so much for coming. Let me check the rest of the chat, see what else we got. Don't forget, Vaughn is working on a six-pack returning. Of course he is. We're going to snipe Vaughn. Is he live right now? Is Vaughn live? God almighty, Vaughn is streaming again. Yep. We're definitely going to go snipe him. So, he did today on Odyssey. But, yeah, I might have missed the middle thing while I was walking. So we will, let me just check it right now while we're here. See, clarification. I already did that one. Is it if it's a different one after that, it's not up yet. So gosh, the one that was Vaughn and John live, money, that took a full day to process. So we'll see. But thank you, Troll Trackers, for coming. Thank you, everybody, for coming. And I'll check see what Vaughn's up to. Maybe restream him again tonight if we can. Until next time, have a great day, and thanks for coming. Bye-bye.